Earlier this year, we announced a scoping study, and we also announced the resources for this project. There's over 2.34 billion tonnes of JORC resource here, and we came out with a scoping study early this year, which showed significant value.
All right, welcome back inside our proactive newsroom. And joining me now is Chris Gibbs. He is the CEO of American Rare Earths. And Chris, great to see you again. How are you?
Doing very well, thank you, Steve.
Good to have you along. A company out with news today talking about strategic engagement with BMO Capital Markets Limited. So obviously we know the name BMO, a huge company. This is obviously a pretty big coup for your company as well to connect with them.
Look, this is exciting news for American Rare Earths to be engaging BMO to be a strategic partner here to help us move forward the Halleck Creek project. And this is great news. And BMO, they're, as you know, in the mining sector, they are recognised as one of the best financial advisors and folks in this space. And so we're very excited to have them working with us as we seek to create value here for our shareholders.
Yeah, and just so people understand, they're going to be involved in a number of different areas, from ventures to mergers, acquisitions, strategic investment. They're going to handle the whole gamut of things, correct?
That's correct, Steve. If you recall, back in August, we announced that we'd established Wyoming Rare USA, which is a wholly owned subsidiary, the US business for which has the Halleck Creek project. And the Halleck Creek project has garnered a lot of interest. This is a strategic project for the United States. It's one of the largest rare earth projects in the world, but it's actually in the heart of the United States, the largest economy, which has the largest challenge, which is around how to onshore these critical materials in the US. And so we've garnered a lot of interest. And so that's what really has taken us to this next level. And that's why we've engaged BMO, which is to really spearhead these efforts as we seek to bring in the strategic investors and all those partners, and or whether it's through a merger with or bringing in one of the majors to actually move this project forward at a rapid clip. And so we've engaged the best because there's a lot of interest, and that's what we're super excited about.
Yeah. And lastly, Chris, maybe just update everyone on where Halleck Creek is at. Obviously, we know it's in Wyoming and what's going on there. Very important for, as you mentioned, for the United States. But the stage is at too, as there's been a lot of work done already to get to this particular point.
Look, we've done significant work. Earlier this year, we announced a scoping study, and we also announced the resources for this project. There's over 2.34 billion tonnes of JORC resource here, and we came out with a scoping study early this year, which showed significant value. This project is multi-generational. The first part of the project is on state lands, which enables us to permit this project very quickly. And we came out as well with funding from the Wyoming state government, and we've also got the EXIM Bank who have come in and saying that for a letter of interest for funding up to the full capex for this project. And so yes, we've done significant work. We've also recently completed a further drill campaign where we're seeking to essentially update the resource models and our mine plans in preparation for our pre-feasibility studies. And so we've got those assays pending, and they should be coming out shortly, and we'll be keeping the market informed in those developments. So there's a lot of work, and I think that's reflected, Steve, just in terms of where we're sitting as a company. We couldn't be better positioned. This project is in the heart of the United States. It's one of the largest resources in the ground, and particularly with the US now seeking to onshore these materials, the timing could not be better for American Rare Earths.
Makes a lot of sense, and that's why BMO is now involved in it as well. Chris, thank you so much. Great to see you again, and congratulations on the news. Appreciate your time.
Thank you, Steve.
All right, Chris Gibbs, the CEO of American Rare Earths.